Painting is easy. Anyone who says they don't like to paint, they are doing it wrong. Are you getting ready to repaint your garage? Well, you don't have to call a professional, you can do everything by yourself. And in this video, I'm gonna show you what tools to use and how to repaint everything very easily. Now, this is everything you need, nothing else. Professional painter's kit. This is it. You need a paint tray. I'm using this liner right here because it costs around $1 and you can easily throw it away in the garbage later. You don't have to clean it or anything. You have this handle and microfiber sleeve. We can connect like this and we can attach this to this handle right here, to this rod. It has this pin, it even can't rotate left and right, so it's very easy to use. And this rod right here will reduce your work for 50 or 60%. You don't have to use ladder anymore. You can use this handle and paint everything from the floor. Putty knife to clean your sleeve easily. Just use this glue right here to clean those paint leftovers later. And we also have this painter's brush. This will come pretty handy for the corners. And of course, the most important part is the paint. The thing that separates a good paint job from a bad paint job is the quality of your paint. Don't be afraid to spend a couple of more bucks on a quality paint. This will be worth in the long run. And of course, you need a ladder because we want to use this brush in those upper corners just because we want to have a smooth paint job all around. When it comes time to paint, all you really gotta do is to clean the space. Remove everything from the walls, remove the shelves and everything else you can remove. Now, this is very important step because I know in my garage I have some spider webs on these walls, and if we don't clean these walls properly, then the paint job won't look that nice. Just use a rag or a broom and clean that dust, spider webs or anything else that you have on your walls. We won't do anything with these holes right here because this is a concrete wall and I'm planning on using these holes again. I will put the shelves back on, but if you want to learn how to fill a hole in a concrete wall, check out this video right here. We will just repaint this wall and it will be beautiful. One last thing that you can do is you can sand this wall surface if you want to. That is not necessary, it's totally optional, but if you want to have a smoother wall surface, it's pretty nice to do it. Put down the tarp or some nylon sheet so you don't have to clean too much later. Now to the most important part, the paint job. We will use this brush to make one separation line between the wall and the floor, right here on this edge, because it's much easier to make a separation line with brush than with using this sleeve, and you will see why. We want to soak this brush into the paint and we want to drive our brush right here by the edge of the wall and the floor. Now this brush is still not completely soaked in this paint, so we have to go over it a couple of times, but we can easily make this separation line on this bottom right here using this brush. As you can see right here, my wall is not completely straight at the bottom. That's why this line is a little bit wiggly here at the bottom, but that's totally okay. Now just keep soaking this brush into this paint because we want to have a lot of paint on this brush. That way it will be easier to make this line on your wall. We will paint every garage corner with this brush because once this is done, around 60% of your job is done. Just be patient and keep brushing it. Alright, now before we start with the rolling part of this paint process, remember, this paint has a lot of acrylic and technology in it. Now is the best time to clean your brush. Do not wait until the end of the job to clean it because it will be garbage then. And trust me, this is a pro tip for you. First, we will fill up this sleeve with paint. Be patient and keep rolling until you have that paint all over your sleeve. Now, as you can see, if you have a good quality paint, it won't drip. Maybe you have spent a couple of more bucks, but it's worth it. Use this handle and just slightly, hardly touching the wall, start rolling. Up and down. Just stop a little bit to the bottom and a little bit to the top. Go around 2 rollers wide, because you have a lot of paint on this roller, and that's why you need to spread it all over your wall. Always tap close to the bottom and close to the top. That's why we have this brush work right here, so we don't get our floor or our top very dirty. Now, on this part of my wall, you have to make the paint texture consistent. That's why we are going up and down and left and right about 2 rollers wide. Once we are happy with the paint texture on this part of my wall, we will move to the left or to the right. Now, if you have any saggy texture or your paint is a little bit wet, just roll back with your roller like this. Because this sleeve is getting dry, it will pick any texture or paint leftovers from this already paint part, and it will make everything even. Now, just a quick reminder, if you are enjoying this content so far, it would be a huge help if you would hit that like and subscribe button right now, because this really helps to get our content out there. Thank you for doing that, and let's keep rolling. This right here is not about speed, it's about perfection. And just look how easy it is to paint with this stick. It costs just around $10, but trust me, it's a lifesaver. And the truth is, if you use a good quality tools and a good quality paint, painting is easy. Anyone who says they don't like to paint, they are doing it wrong. Now, one more tip. Make sure that you always roll in the same direction. If you change directions from vertical to horizontal, it will be very visible on the paint job and it will ruin the whole paint texture. So make sure to always roll in the same direction. Just follow these easy steps and you can repaint every wall in your house, apartment or garage. Now, if you want to know how I fight and struggle with these concrete walls, then check out these videos right here. And YouTube thinks that this video is best video for you, so make sure to check it out. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.